Live. Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition on PC. How are you guys doing? We're going to be testing it on the GTX 1650, then the 3050, 3060, and at the end the 1050 Ti. After that, we're doing the Steam Deck in a separate live stream. Then at night, we're doing Dragon's Dogma 2. So it will be a long day, so I hope you guys are there. So thank you so much for joining us. 100 people watching, that's insane. Thank you so much. So as you know, this game on PC, the minimum requirements indicate our 1650, as you can probably notice. So we're on the minimum requirements. On the CPU, we're far beyond the requirements. For this should be for 720p low 30 FPS according to the requirements, but we'll see. So hit play. I never opened the game. About the experience. Oh, I forgot the newest drivers. Hang on. Sorry guys, I'm an idiot. Let's install the game ready drivers. Hiro, gracias por seguir siendo un awesome supporter. ¿Todo bien? RTX 5090 48 gigabytes, please. I agree. Can you test on Steam Deck? Yes, I'm downloading it right now on the Steam Deck. It's hard to see because... but I'm downloading it right now. As soon as it's ready and we finish with this live stream, I'm going to redirect you to the Steam Deck testing, so you won't miss anything. Trust me on that one. 3060 1440p. Yeah, we're going to do a lot of stuff, so take a cup of coffee. Waited for 4 years. Yeah, I mean, I played this on PS5. I wish I could transfer my save, but the reason I have it on PS5 is because of PlayStation Plus Extra. So it didn't include the DLC. Now I can finally play the DLC. Freaking PlayStation. But hey, on PlayStation it looks good at 6 FPS with the checkerboarding thing. I had a lot of fun. This game is on PC now. Bloodborne next. Oh man, I wish. Would be awesome. Big fan of We're Live. Good to know, man. Thanks for that. We need Bloodborne. Hell yeah. Okay, gotta restart. So 1 sec. I'm sorry guys, forgot to install the latest driver. The game ready driver. So we're getting there. Again, I never launched the game yet. I haven't launched the game yet, so I don't know what I'm going to run into. We're going to start with 1080p and some crazy upscaling, but that should do. You have kids before Bloodborne releases on PC. First GPU, here. Next GPU will be 3050, 3060, and 1050 Ti at the end, which is below the minimum requirements. You didn't get a review code, but they didn't provide a normal code. No, they didn't provide a code. I bought the game. I wish they provided a code. I would be doing this live stream hours earlier, but it's okay. Total game size, it's 125 gigabytes download. So, I mean, I have fast internet, so I got it quickly, but it's 125 gigs. On the Steam Deck, it says 96 gigs, actually. Nice wallpaper. Thanks, man. If you want the same wallpaper, it's in the description at the bottom, so you can grab it. It's pretty cool in my opinion, so... My grandkids will be playing Bloodborne emulated on a RTX 10900K. So no worries on that front. Okay, drivers seem to be in order. Let me restart the capture card just to be sure. Hold up. All right. And my display settings, 1080p. Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can go back to 144. Sometimes my capture card doesn't like my monitor. Okay. Let's launch the game, shall we? Now that we're here, let's pretend Horizon Forbidden West, play. So latest drivers, let's play. Settings. I like that Nixus has a launcher. So let's check out the options menu first of all. So we got aspect ratio. Let's keep that automatically on 16:9. There's 16:10, so good for the Steam Deck. We got FSR 2.2 and XeSS, which probably looks better than this. Dynamic resolution is on by default. So we're going for quality FSR first. Video reflex, yes. No VSync on graphics. Okay, the preset is very low by default. Let's put it on medium. We use 4 times. Let's crank this to 8 times. So depth of field, medium. Level of detail, let's keep it on medium. Terrain as well. Crowds, I don't care so much. Hair is fine. Screen space reflections low seems to be accurate. Medium water. Clouds, I'll put them on low. Translucency, default. You can increase the FOV. Let's do it by 10%. It's okay. Sharpness at 3. Blur, lens flares, yeah, sure. Bloom, why not? Parallax occlusion mapping is probably super demanding. So let's keep it like this first. So 1080p, medium, reset, FSR, quality. Let's see how it goes. Then we're going to try dynamic resolution, all that good stuff, but we gotta see what each setting does first. What resolution is for minimum requirements? For the minimum requirements, the resolution is 720p, but we'll see. Okay, English, of course. No HDR, no subtitles, a little bit bigger for you guys. Limited data, whatever. Let's see how it compiles. Hopefully it compiles shaders. Hey Mond, how's it going, man? Nixus. Man, what a great purchase from Sony to buy Nixus.
Through a lifetime spent in the pursuit of knowledge, one question consumed me. How did our world
okay, the FMBs.
The old ones.
The FMBs are weird. They don't feel right. It's like they have some
of all life.
Something is odd.
She showed me how it was reborn.
Let's see how it goes.
A little outcast girl.
It doesn't allow me to skip. I'm sorry, guys.
Of her own importance.
I'm trying.
Through her, I learned that life was only saved
300 FPS, oh my god! Oh,
zero.
Incredible! Look at the 1650!
Terraforming system composed of 9 subordinate functions. Each playing its part to reshape Earth from a barren rock to
well, guys, if you haven't played the first one, here you go. This is TLDR of the original game.
Protected by the machines.
Is that good? No, this is not mate, this is coffee. Mate is a little bit too much today.
Her, I learned the deepest secret of them all.
I knew that the 1650 could do it.
Of her birth. That she is a clone of Elizabeth Subek, Zero Dawn's creator. Born to prevent a new extinction.
Any hope for 1060? Probably. Should be fine. We'll see how this one does.
Given sentience by
does it support FSR 3? At the moment, it doesn't, but they will add it later, or so they said. So at the moment, FSR 2.2, XeSS, and DLSS. But DLSS is for the RTX though. I cannot skip, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying, I'm hitting all the buttons, but it doesn't allow me to skip. Let me see if I plug in a controller.
I must leave her behind. For as she strives to put right what Hades sundered,
I'm grabbing my Xbox controller to play this PlayStation title.
One that heralds both
no, it doesn't do anything.
Opportunity.
Yeah, everything is on the latest. Okay, we're into the game. Okay, on graphics we're the same as before. Muchas gracias, Benjamín, por los 50 pesos argentinos. Dice que estamos tomando mate del fresco. Con el fresco. Bueno, saludos, Benjamín. Muchas gracias por la donación. Alright, guys. So, new game. We're going to play on normal. And markers or icons are on screen to assist you. Minimal HUD information. Yeah, sure. Inject FSR frame generation. I might do that on a separate video. Okay, as you can see now, it's compiling shaders. That's why the CPU is maxed out. Let's see how long it takes. Hopefully it doesn't take forever. 11400 good for 3060 Ti? Yeah, sure. No, soy de Uruguay, Nahuel, así que pensabas bien. 200 FPS, well, it seems that the main menu is not a real-time render. Compiling shaders is a good sign. Okay. That was pretty fast. It took less than 2 minutes. Y muchas gracias, Benjamín, de vuelta por la donación de 20 pesos argentinos. No tengo idea, Benjamín, me mataste con eso. Okay, I'm already on a low frame rate, hang on. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with the audio. That's probably on my side. Okay, then it's stabilized, okay. Which CPU are you using? Everything in the description.
I'm running
The audio is bugged out, yeah. Oh god. Hold up. I hate my capture card sometimes.
People are suffering.
There we go.
Soon, they'll starve.
Let's see what happens. Oh god.
All because
I'm
of a
guessing
terrifying
dynamic
system
resolution will be the
spiraling out
norm.
of control.
Probably 900p, we'll see.
And only I can fix it. Only I have your genetic code. It won't
But
be
hey,
long
it looks
before
pretty
we hit
good,
the point of no
considering its medium settings.
return. And then
But I'm going to have to lead
I've been searching for months.
dynamic
for
resolution all the way for this one.
A backup of Gaia. The AI
Guys,
you
remember that this is the
designed to
minimum
control the
requirements. I'm playing on 1080p quality FSR2 and it's the medium preset, so it's a good start
system.
in my
Every time I
opinion.
think I have a lead, it comes to nothing.
Okay, dynamic resolution should be on. Pa, ni idea, Anish, no soy futbolero.
And every night, I have the same dream.
Sí, Franks, gracias por la donación de los 50 pesos argentinos. Dice, ¿ahora estás probando la 1650? Sí, está arriba de mi cabeza.
I'm walking under a brilliant night sky, through a field of flowers.
I think I'll use a controller for now.
And when I arrive at the center, I see
But I'm
you,
sure with
Elizabeth,
dynamic resolution we can get away with it.
waiting for me.
Let's see what happens
though
once
you've
we
been
hit the open world.
Dead for 1,000 years.
Está todo en la descripción, Nahuel.
You're the closest person I've ever had to a mother.
The DLC is more demanding. Yeah. It's not on PS4, the DLC, because of the fancy clouds. But that's okay. We're going to... Okay, hang on. Let me disable the music super quick. I'm sorry about this. But I need... Oh, mouse works on the menu. That's awesome. Okay.
And for a moment, I feel whole.
Yeah, I cannot get a copyright, please.
But it never
Yeah,
lasts.
considering the VRAM, this is a good first impression. But let's see what happens. Seems pretty variable on the GPU load. So dynamic resolution, as Digital Foundry said, makes a lot of sense. Where is that plant going? That's pretty sus. I tried to skip cutscenes, but many of them are not skippable, unfortunately. So I apologize,
I'm always
but
left alone.
that's how it is. Do you think it will be okay on Steam Deck? We're going to find out once this live stream ends. Hey Darth Decimus.
This world is your legacy, Elizabeth.
But the game looks great on medium settings. I'm pretty impressed.
The valley below is my only remaining lead. My last hope to find the backup. I'll do whatever it takes to
An FSR2 looks okay-ish. We'll see once we move the camera. So far, so good.
Varl?
If it isn't Aloy, the savior of Meridian, anointed of the Nora.
You know I hate being called that stuff.
Well,
no frame generation.
Punishment for
I mean,
out
at
on
least
us
not
the
on
very
this card.
same night we beat Hades.
I grew up an outcast. Remember, I'm not much for parties.
Yeah. But that one was in your honor. Just saying. So,
Can skip.
what are we doing?
This game has
Here,
XCSS.
since you left
Yes,
so fast.
I cannot wait to try it out.
Delving into ancient ruins? Or maybe it has.
Although
something to
notice
do
when they
with the
cut
blood.
that the frame, the real resolution
Both,
shows up for a split
actually,
second.
But
If you're not paying
I should-
a lot of attention to that, not
I've
looking
been
for it,
dragging you a long way.
seems to be okay.
It's okay. After everything you've done to help the Nora and my family, I swore an oath to
Cutscenes
help
are heavier than the
no
game,
matter
we'll
what.
find out.
You're stuck with me now. Like bark on wood.
There's 1,000 people watching? What? Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. I appreciate it.
okay.
From the
But
boss menu? Nope.
if you're going to come with me, you'll need to be able to see what I see.
Do you think a 570 can run the game? We'll see. If this runs okay, the 570 should be able to handle it.
Never thought I'd get your second sight.
Yeah, this guy is flirting Aloy,
I'll give you another
but
one
then...
later and show you how to back up your data.
Y muchas gracias, Franks, otra vez por la donación. Se agradece un montón.
Information on the device.
We'll try...
I've got a lot to cover.
Yeah, maybe the FSR3
I'll
mod
have to
later
explain
for
everything as we
3060
go.
and 3050. Will you be testing Dragon's Dogma 2? Yeah, today will be a long day. We're going to have Horizon in this video, then a live stream seconds later on the Steam Deck. Then I'll take a
like
few
this
hours
all the
break
time?
and wait for Dragon's Dogma 2 to release.
Come on.
And I'll be doing the same thing. Dragon's Dogma 2 is like 9 p.m. Uruguayan time. And I don't trust Dragon's Dogma 2 to run well on Steam Deck, so I'm getting ready for that.
Shall we?
Thanks, Japanese Samurai. I think it's the digital fundation of gamers. That's why, I mean, I've been doing this channel for almost 10 years now. Y muchas gracias otra vez, Franks, por los 50 pesos argentinos.
Right.
¿Qué tan mal está que juegue el Forbidden West sin haber comprado el
We should
Zero
find some
Dawn?
medicinal plants.
Y tenés una cutscene al principio que te explica
So
todo,
it's
así que
time for
tranqui.
my first lesson with the focus.
Dragon's Dogma 2 on the
good.
Steam Deck runs at 10 FPS. Oh my god. I cannot wait to try it. Okay. I'm finally in game. This is very, very beautiful. What the hell?
In the sacred lands.
The focus helps you see the ones we need.
And we're at 30, but we're going to drop, I'm pretty sure.
There. Those plants by the stream should do the trick.
Oh, it's so cool to have aim with mouse and keyboard. I can now actually hit stuff. Okay, hold up. Let's see how it looks on the lowest settings, just for the memes. Medium textures appears to be fine. Parallax occlusion mapping. There's no presets? Oh yeah. Very low. Are you kidding me? It looks great on very low. Look at this. This is very low. Then we got low. That actually looks a lot better when it comes to shading. And thank you so much, Electric Pichu, for the 10 Israeli shekels donation. He says 10 for 1,000 people. Welcome everyone, enjoy. Thanks, Electric Pichu, for the donation. Welcome, guys. So very low looks okay. Low looks even better. Medium looks a little bit better. Actually, the draw distance is a lot better there. High. Yeah, mostly draw distance and shadow resolution. Very high. Okay, so very low. I don't think it's worth it. 51, 52 on low, and on very low, we get 2 frames ahead. So low is 53, medium is 38. Okay, the big jump is from medium to low. So I'd say medium is the way to go, guys, for this one. Yeah, even on low, the texture quality is pretty good.
Bitter?
No, at least they make you feel better.
Can I finally jump?
We should keep going.
Because I want to see
Might
into
wanna
the
grab more
distance.
plants along the way.
There we go.
Yeah, good idea.
Let's check out how it looks on the draw distance side of things. So low and very low. Okay, very low. Okay, on low I can see very distant detail actually. Okay. Yeah, especially high and very high. The biggest thing that I notice is the draw distance and then how to say, the amount of detail on the trees. Let's check out the shadows.
Light. It's everywhere.
I love when options menus are transparent. Low. Okay, on low you lose a lot of that grass quality. Very low, low, medium, high. Okay, I can see finer detail on high. Very high, even finer detail. But I mean, you don't lose a lot by playing on medium actually. Let's increase the anisotropic filtering. Let me see the shadow quality on low. I mean, the shadow quality is not that different. Let's put that on low. Screen space shadows, yes, I want that. Ambient occlusion, yes. Level of detail, it's okay. Let's see hair. Yeah, it's a few extra strands of hair. Let's put that on low. Crowds, medium is fine. Clouds, low. Okay. And the parallax occlusion mapping, I'm not noticing it so far. I'm sorry guys, I'm exploring the settings. That's why I'm taking so long. I'm trying to see the performance impact. So clouds very high versus low. Parallax occlusion mapping. I don't see it. Depth of field can stay on medium, you won't notice it. Or you can disable it if you want to. I like it for cutscenes, so that's okay. No radar blur, no chromatic aberration, of course, no vignettes. Okay. And let me see in the level of detail. Yeah, very few extra frames. The terrain, almost the same. Water. Okay. Yeah, the hair shouldn't be much of a difference, really. The shadow quality, let me see if it changes the... Okay, more detail to the shadows. I'm not seeing it. Okay. So guys, I would say mostly medium settings. Does the game come with the same settings as the first game? It's much better than the first one when it comes to settings. So what we're going to do now is... We're on quality FSR. Let me check how XeSS fares against FSR. Okay, it looks a bit soft actually. Yeah, XeSS has ghosting. Let me see FSR. FSR has a little bit of ghosting,
Really
but it's more of the aliasing thing.
I almost caught up to you a couple times too.
I would say for now FSR is good. Yeah, 1 frame lower with XeSS, but I saw the ghosting there. So we're going to try now is medium settings with a dynamic resolution targeting 30 FPS. Before that though, let's see how it runs without upscaling. You can even disable DLAA if you want to, which is pretty interesting in a modern game. So 1080p native is 27 FPS, looking at this. Yeah, I completed the storyline. I finished the first one and this one. So if we use a dynamic resolution targeting 30 using FSR, so let's keep dynamic res. So dynamic resolution, targeting 30, 1080p, medium settings. Some stuff is on low, but it's basically medium. Clouds on low because that's okay. Parallax occlusion mapping, FOV. I increase the FOV quite significantly. You can increase it a lot, but I think 15 is okay. Depth of field medium just for the inventory when you're selecting your arrows. Some sharpness that you can change. And that's basically it. Let's see if we can maintain 30s like that. Although I'm seeing the FSR2 artifacts.
Fastest way down.
Let's play a little bit with FSR2 and then we'll try XeSS. Okay, the surface of the water is very pixelated. Let me check if we can fix that with the... Okay, the screen space reflections do fix that. It seems. Okay. What settings is a PS5 using? I have no idea.
The backup? Well, it's an AI.
But remember guys, this game in the requirement says, hey, you need a 1650 for low settings, 720p, 30 FPS. So far so good. FSR is kinda blurry. Yeah, I agree. Let's try XeSS dynamic resolution instead. And if that doesn't work out, we're going to try the DLAA upscaler. But dynamic resolution works fine so far. I'm pretty impressed with that.
A lot of arrows in that machine. Better take a closer look. Someone took down this machine.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of ghosting with XeSS on this one.
We better craft some arrows of our own. There might be trouble ahead.
There's some ridgewood by the stream.
Yeah, FSR3 with frame gen will be interesting. But I'm not sure if you guys noticed it, but there is ghosting
But can't reach it.
with XeSS, with some of the smaller particles flying about.
Just have to target the lock. Done.
Me too. Arrows ready.
But not gonna lie, medium settings looks great. I don't know what witchcrafts they did,
By the goddess.
but this is beautiful.
What was this place?
I don't know. The transmission.
Yeah, Dragon's Dogma tonight is going to destroy this card, but that's okay. That's what we do in the channel.
Only that a backup might be here.
But man, I was expecting way worse than this. Okay, I can now skip cutscenes, awesome.
Before we make our move.
Okay.
Already he saw me. I'm sorry, I'm used to play this with a controller. But on PC I have way better aim, that's for sure. Yeah, definitely. Hold up, let me move out. I cannot wait to finish this game again on my PC. Because now my aim, pinpoint accuracy.
Find anything good?
A few supplies.
Another one's coming.
Okay, concentrate.
Maybe if you want more stability, what I would do is push the game to down to 900p.
So after the fuss over me leaving. What
But it looks very good. I'm impressed, guys. The image quality is insane. Despite the ghosting with XeSS, I mean, if you look at this, smaller objects mostly, actually. Like the butterflies and all that. Yeah, those have some ghost in there.
Shot this machine too.
Can you try higher frame rate dynamic resolution? Yeah, of course. But let me first try something else. So if you do 900p and want to keep those medium settings, medium to high actually. Let me see if this does anything. Yeah, almost nothing changes there. So this is 900p now, same settings as before. Yeah, the clouds, I don't notice anything. Anyway, as I was saying, 900p with the same settings. And I think this should give you a good amount of room to spare. Let me see without dynamic resolution or upscaling how it looks, how it runs on 900p. So this is native. Okay, 900p native actually seems to be fine. Although I'm pretty sure we're going to drop here and there. So since we're getting to 30 already in 900p, we can easily maintain 30 by doing a dynamic resolution with that target. So we do 30. There's a 36, 54, and 60. That's weird. Let me try and target 60. Don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, no, not happening. Which is to be expected. Maybe at 720. Let me see. 90, 108. Weird numbers, but hey. So 30 FPS, XeSS upscaling. And this should allow you to maintain 30s basically across the board. Maybe we can even try high settings. I don't know what you guys think. What you guys think. Would you rather play on 900p with dynamic res, medium, without any drops below 30? Or would you rather me pushing high settings? Looks a bit laggy. Yeah, that's why I'm lowering the resolution. 640 by 480. Maybe on the 1050 Ti. Oh, there are multipliers of my hertz. Okay, yeah, this is a 144 hertz monitor. 36 is 1/4 of 144. Okay, gotcha. FSR3 will come in a future patch, so don't worry. Okay, let's try that 45 FPS that you guys asked for. Actually, it doesn't allow me because I'm at 144. Let's try exclusive full screen. Hang on, let me put it at 60 hertz. There we go. And we'll lock it to 45. Let's see, 45 FPS target. Okay, the sharpness is wild. Huh. Okay, if the target is 45, it seems to be okay.
Got it.
Ya veremos, Centra. Guys, we're going to try also 720p 60, so don't worry about it. I'm getting there.
Yeah, found my first one when I fell into a ruin.
Image quality is a little bit dodgy at 45 FPS though, especially Eloy's movement. So maybe 45 is not a good fit for 900p actually, in my opinion. Okay, the game finished downloading on the Steam Deck. That's awesome. So I'll probably keep it at 30, guys. There's also frame generation, so we can probably mod it in. Let's see the in-game solution. Okay, the in-game solution is not bad actually. Yeah, this looks great.
Welcome to the Far Zenith launch facility.
Far Zenith?
30.
I know they made some tech trades at
DLAA.
Zero Dawn, but why would they have a backup of Gaia?
Yeah, the image quality is significantly better when targeting 30.
I guess they want us to check in with them?
Any problem with the lack of VRAM? So far, so good.
Be able to pry this open. There's climbing gear. Guess someone dropped in from
You know what? I would even try high settings on 900p actually. Let's try high just for bragging rights. But I think medium is pretty good already. Okay, let it adjust because there's a lot of changes.
I doubt.
Yeah, no, high seems to be too much. I think we are VRAM constraints over there.
Acid.
Yeah, no. When I try high settings, it breaks, which is pretty funny. Oh, I'm so sorry. Jiha, thank you for the 100 Indian rupees donation. He says, can't wait to run Dragon's Dogma 2 on my Steam Deck and use it as a personal space heater. Hell yeah. Thank you so much for the donation, man. I appreciate that. Okay, so high settings breaks this, which is fine. Was kind of to be expected. So guys, medium is the way to go for this one. Medium with screen space reflections on high and clouds on low. I would say that's the way to go. Although I should restart the game at this point. I changed too many settings way too quickly. Saludos, Alberto. You're gonna struggle with Dragon's Dogma 2? Perfect. But I'll restart the game, so allow me 1 second, because after changing too many settings, I like to restart, just to be sure. I'm the first card, so after this 3050, after that we're doing 3060, and after that we're doing the 1050 Ti, which should be very quickly. Is SSD a hard requirement? Apparently yes. Especially with traversal and all that. So settings, we're going to target 30 FPS, FSR 2.2. Let me keep, yeah, this like this. Medium textures, more than this, destroyed my frame times. Medium shadows, they look okay. Depth of field can stay on medium. Level of detail can stay on medium. Terrain as well. Crowds, I haven't seen crowds as of yet. Hair on medium seems to be fine. Less quality on the texture of the hair for some reason. SSAO, because it's the only option. Reflections on high, otherwise they look very pixelated. Water on medium appear to be okay, but I'll push it to high. Clouds on low. Translucency, let's keep it the same. And I'm enabling parallax occlusion maps and screen space shadows. And this with 30 FPS dynamic resolution should give us 30s on 900p. 1080p, it will be dodgy, but at 900p should be pretty good. So far, we'll see. Yeah, FSR 3 mod will be tested probably in a separate video. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, seems to be compiling shaders. That's awesome. The game is always compiling shaders, which is good. Okay.
I know they made some
As you can see, guys, the VRAM is insanely high. The VRAM usage.
Please register with reception for the tour.
So we'll see what happens. But this looks so good. In this game, I'd actually recommend FSR over XeSS, actually. XeSS just looks
Guess someone dropped in from
ghosty here and there. It's kind of weird.
Ugh, what's that stench?
Entire camp.
It's a little bit laggy though.
They must have come here to delve for scrap.
Acid. That explains the smell.
The input lag with FSR3 is unbearable. I mean, if you're doing frame generation 30 FPS trying to convert it to 60, yeah, you'll feel the input lag.
Through the camp. And then through the wall. I should
That
take a
A
look
is...
at the rubble in that gap.
Is it better than the previous game sports? Definitely.
If I can dislodge some of the debris,
Way more options.
we might be able to squeeze through.
And you can actually
Maybe I can
play
find
the
something to help in
game
the camp.
without the ground disappearing.
Hey, over here. I think I got something. It's some...
My focus picked up a couple of things to check out.
Poor guy.
So frame times are not amazing. Maybe because I'm very close to the GPU limit. Might need to lower some
Part
stuff.
of the machine could help fix the gears.
But we'll see.
Oh, this stuff burns.
We use this 3060. Yep. Can I play this before Zero Dawn?
Stronger than rope.
I mean,
Right.
yeah, you
I
can.
have what I need to
The
repair
plot
tool.
of Zero Dawn is shown at the beginning of this
Make
game,
something
so
better.
you won't miss anything. Although I'll praise Zero Dawn first, just because of the fact that the mechanics on this one, in my opinion, are way superior. Let me destroy this.
That guy.
Destroyed. Whoa, it crashed, I think. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I think it's going too hard on the 4 gigs of VRAM right here. But it didn't crash, guys.
There. Pole caster. Now to test it on the debris.
What's the button? The pull caster is the most important item. Okay, tap E. How many FPS on FSR3 you think? I don't know, man. We'll find out once FSR3 is added to the game, because they were added with a patch, they said.
That worked better than I thought.
Nice.
What's this?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a little bit close to the GPU limits. Let me double check the options. Nice hair, Aloy. Yeah, a little bit of shadow quality lower. Maybe the water on high kills it. What score do you give the game out of 10? 9 out of 10. I love this game. I've been playing it on PS5 for tons of hours. It's very entertaining. At least in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, the screen space shadows is pretty demanding actually. Maybe textures on low. Despite they looking not so hot, it's a good idea. Okay, let's call this medium to low. Mid-low. Because the settings, I mean, screen space reflections go from, yeah, disabled to high to low. Actually, screen space reflections affect even the clothes. Okay. On the textures, I'll keep them on medium for now. Yeah, the 1060 should be fine. I don't know about the i7 though. That i7 is pretty old.
The pulse didn't turn up much. I better scan.
Is it performing fine? It's performing better than I anticipated. Although I'll stick to 900p, considering how it runs. I mean, low looks okay, very low looks worse, but low is good, but medium is a big jump from low in visual fidelity, so I'll try to stick to medium if possible, to maintain the visual aspect of the game. I think you don't need to go past medium, maybe for, if you want screen space shadows, that look pretty good, for the smaller details.
Wonder what's in this auditorium.
Guess we'll find out.
But I want to go out. Could you please let me go? Oh, up there.
Oh, I might be able to get up there. Wow, that works.
What's the total size of the installation? That's a good question, actually. It's a 125 gig download, but the game itself is, let's see, 122. So 122.
Don't worry, I'll find you another way up.
Okay, guys, let's get outside, and once we're outside, I'm going to try 60 frames at 720, and then we're going to do the 3050.
Okay,
Don't worry.
I gotta drop the ladder for Varl.
I mean, we're already outside technically, but I want to be in more open area. Thankfully, I can now skip. There we go. That's beautiful.
Doesn't look like we can get across the river.
Although I can notice that the draw distance
Let's keep going.
is compromised in comparison to the PS5. But that's alright. We're playing on a 1650 for God's sakes.
They were capable of a lot of things.
The game is CPU heavy, yeah, because it's
Sure seems like it. Wonder what
it's compiling shaders at all times, basically.
And creepy ruin we go.
above us. What is that thing?
And I can see, yeah, that the upscaling destroys the cube maps and the screen space stuff. Although the water looks cool.
Up here.
Moving up.
I need to sneak up on it to take it out with my spear. Can't let it see me. I should scan it first. Check its patrol path.
In position. Ready when you are.
Come on. FSR 3.1 to release, that would be awesome.
Gotcha.
Mine's down too.
Guys, considering its medium to low settings, this looks amazing.
Nothing you and I can't handle.
So let's do one more test and swap GPUs because we've been almost an hour doing this. So let's go 720p. We apply the settings. We're going to disable the dynamic resolution for now just to see what we're getting into. Okay. And we're going to low settings. Okay, very low. Very low doesn't look good. Low is a big improvement, and medium I think is the best of both worlds. So medium is 35, low is 40, and very low is 45. Okay, let's try low and a dynamic resolution. Yeah, not good enough. Very low. Yeah, not happening. Let's decrease the FOV also. Well, as you can see, 720p lowest. with a dynamic resolution targeting 60. Well, it's a blocky mess, let's leave it at that. And let's use FSR 2.2 for that. Ugh, it looks ugly now. Hey, it's not that bad with FSR, actually. So can you get 60s? Kinda. You lose a lot of visuals. But FSR2 actually does a great job reconstructing the image. I'm pretty impressed. But there's a lot of blur. No ammo. So yeah, it looks rough, but if you want to run it at 60, well, you can kinda get there. What do I roll? Oh, we control, okay. E, G. No, not the button I'm looking for. Dude, what's the button to craft things? I already forgot. Already cracked? Yeah, of course. Sony games are always cracked day one. But if you enjoy games like this and want Sony to keep releasing them on PC, consider buying it. I think it's worth the effort. Tab? No, tab opens the map. Anyway, so that's enough. 1650. What's my advice? My advice is probably 900p or 1080p, if you don't mind the extra drop in resolution, with FSR 2.2 targeting 30, which actually looks pretty good. And in the graphics, put it on medium, anisotropic 8 times, screen space shadows yes, reflections, keep them on low, everything else on medium, without the clouds, on medium of course. And that's basically it. Some sharpness. And yeah, that should do. If you're on 1080p, you're going to be more VRAM constrained, so be aware of that. So maybe low textures if you're doing 1080p. So this is, in my opinion, the best settings. Dynamic rest 30. So yeah, pretty impressed. I thought it was going to be much worse, honestly. $1070, yeah, I mean, it depends on how it uses the X12. But this seems to run great so far. Considering how it looks like. When it comes to visuals. Let me see the controls again because I missed. Okay, you can remap stuff. That's good. Weapon wheel F. Really? There we go. And thank you so much again, Electric Pichu, for the 6 Israeli shekels. He says too many people now chat is paid to win. LOL. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Sorry, guys.
New look these days?
So, in my opinion, best way to play is what I showed you a second ago.
Didn't have a lot of time to
at least so far.
trying to catch up to you. Don't worry, it's not
Water is pretty demanding, but so far so good.
Sorry my whiskers offend you.
Image quality is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Oh yeah, let's jump into the next card, shall we? Is it true that Dragon's Dogma 2 has severe performance problems? Apparently it drops below 30 on the current gen consoles, so I would say yes, that's probably a thing. Okay, let's jump into the next card, 3050. Alright, 3050 in. How many FPS, FSR mod? I don't know. Yeah, always stock cooler. By the way guys, if you like this content and want to see more, please make sure to like, subscribe, click the bell, all that good stuff. And if you want to support the channel further, you can get a shirt that says hello everyone. And well, in the back says Santiago. It's on the pinned comment or the description. It's my first attempt at doing merch, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's go back. 3050 now. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. 3050, we're going to do probably 1080p high. But apparently, dynamic resolution will be necessary according to Digital Foundry, so we're going to do everything in our power. So 1080p high, FSR off. Well, we actually have DLSS on this card, so it should be a walk in the park. The wallpaper, you can find it in the description. At the bottom of the description, there's a link of a high quality wallpaper from here. So 1080p, exclusive full screen. Now in the menu we got DLSS. Oh, and there's DLAA as well. Cool. So you can choose DLAA. That's awesome. All right. Let's keep DLAA. Let's see how it looks like. And we're going to play on high, not on very high, with 8 times anisotropic. Okay, that's pretty good. And we'll see if we need further tweaking, but this looks good so far. Textures we can go for very high later. All right. Did you test FSR3? FSR3 is coming in a later patch. As always, if you like the game, guys, consider buying it so Sony releases more ports of their games to PC. I think that's important, so keep that in mind. I bought the game as well because I like it. But I'm saying that because it's true. The more money they get from us buying their games, the more chance we get Bloodborne on PC. Just saying. It's okay, if you cannot afford it, go for it, but I'm not blaming you guys for piracy. It's okay, you can do it if you want. But within reason, if you can afford it, it's not about time. You can even download it to first test it out, see if you like it, and then boom, you get the FSR3 patched version. Alright, compiling shaders. Nothing with RIO. If the game is using direct storage, it's a good question. I think it does that by default if you have a good enough SSD, actually. Bloodborne on PC one day, hopefully. Oh man, The Sims with a DLC. What a scam. This game is $60 and includes all the DLC. Imagine that.
Got them all.
Okay, so wow.
I've been meaning to mention.
It looks insane with DLAA.
New look
Holy
at
hell.
Yeah, I know.
Those edges.
Didn't have a lot of time to shave when I was trying to catch up.
That's
to you.
insane, guys.
Don't worry, it's not permanent.
I'm blown away by how DLAA looks in this game. There's no shimmering whatsoever. What the hell? That's insane, guys. Mind blown.
Looks like this little guy got caught up in the blight. I couldn't escape.
It looks so much cleaner with DLAA. I'm not even joking, guys. The image quality, even at 1080p. What's DLAA? It's DLSS used as anti-aliasing, basically. To put it in simple terms.
Looks like there was a barricade here.
So you get basically no
Must have broken
shimmering.
through.
Careful, traps ahead.
Huh. I might be able to disarm them.
Traps ahead, I ran right into them.
There. Managed to salvage some supplies.
I'm pretty sure with dynamic resolution
Yeah.
60 DLSS,
And got more
we should be
supplies.
getting 60s very easily.
Looks like another camp.
While we're here, maybe we can make some traps of our own.
Yeah, DLAA is more intensive.
Good idea.
And the VRAM usage is at almost 7 gigs, so high textures I think is good enough.
Machines ahead.
Don't think they spotted us.
Scan that.
Reduce 2 atoms. Whoa! Man, I don't know the controls. I play this too much. Whoa! Nice! Nice backflip. I play this too much on the PlayStation. How many FPS runs on PS5? On PS5 you have a performance mode and a quality mode. The quality mode targets I think 4K, but it's around 1800p. And the performance mode I'm not sure about the pixel
Don't think
count,
they spotted
but it
us.
looks worse than this. Definitely. So while DLAA looks nice, let's try dynamic resolution using DLSS, targeting 60. Okay, not enough. More shadows. Okay, the shadows seem to have fixed that. DLSS dynamic 60. This is high plus medium shadows. Let's see if it stays up there. Yeah, basically the high preset with medium shadows and DLSS targeting 60. Wish me luck. No, it doesn't have ray tracing. Oof, it's super smooth now. I forgot to grab the plant to heal myself. But image quality is fine despite the dynamic resolution. We just had to lower the shadows a bit.
Let's keep going then.
Yeah, we're going to try 1440p as well. No worries about that. We're getting there. Let me cook.
You've been in a lot of old world ruins. Are they all like this?
Steam Deck? Of course.
That machine we saw earlier must be on the move.
Steam Deck is right after, I mean guys, 3050 now, after that 3060, after that 1050 Ti. After that I redirect you to my Steam Deck video, which will be live as well. And tonight we do Dragon's Dogma 2, so it will be a long day, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys, checking out new games.
And they're getting stronger.
And of course, if you also enjoy that,
More frequent.
like, subscribe,
So
hit
the
that
storms,
bell,
the blighted lands, the rivers
check
and
out the
lakes,
channel. I do
so
even Nintendo Switch
You were
analysis. I have a
born to
hacked
fix all
Switch.
Yeah. I can only do it
So
if I
Steam
find
Deck,
that backup.
Switch, PC.
I think we're winding our way around to
If
the
we
main
ever
center.
get a RTX
We need
4050
to cut
and
through
it's
that
not
big building
trash,
right out
we're
there.
going to test it as well.
This place is really falling apart.
Well,
yeah.
it is 1,000 years old.
At 1050 Ti might be able to run it. At 720p, I'm pretty
Looks like some
confident.
kind of meeting room.
But we'll see. But this guys looks awesome. Maybe you cannot get that across by just using a YouTube video,
Look at that.
a live stream actually,
Aloy,
despite being a
over here.
1440p
I found
AV1
something
live
we could
stream.
use.
A weapon. Thanks, Varl.
But it looks great. RTX 4050 6 gigs confirmed.
After you.
Fuck that. 6 gigs my ass. I'm not getting a 6 gig card in 2024. That's stupid. I know I say that and I have a 1650 and it's a 4 GB card, but that's different. I bought that card like 5 years
We're almost
ago,
back outside.
4 years ago.
Good.
This looks so cool.
It's heading in the same direction we're going.
Any plan on getting a new GPU? At the moment, no. But we'll see in the future.
Those machines. I could try to find a weapon on it.
There we go.
More of the awesome maneuvers. And a lot of acid. That big machine must have attacked as they tried to escape.
Sí, Dragon Dogma 2 hoy de noche. Tonight, Dragon's Dogma 2. Okay. Maybe we need a few more adjustments for 60. Maybe the level of detail. You know what? Let's try. Let me disable the dynamic resolution for a sec. Quality DLSS. Actually, quality DLSS seems to do a better job. Okay, the level of detail does make a difference. A big difference. Wow. Okay. I think I got it. Medium shadows and lots. You know what? Let's keep it dynamic 60. But that did the trick, I think. That combined with the clouds. Yeah. Okay. And parallax, I don't know why it's disabled. I always enable it and it disables itself. Maybe that's a bug. Okay.
So,
Now we're
you
talking.
said this backup is the last hope.
So medium shadows and LODs, the rest
All
on the
those
high
places I've
preset.
been these last
Dynamic
few months.
resolution 60
We're
with
supposed to have
DLSS.
backups.
And I'll actually play the game
About
like
1,000 years
this
ago,
on this
a guy
card.
named
Some
Ted
drops into the
Farrow
50s, but
approached me.
nothing major. It gets fixed quite quickly, actually.
No.
And thank you so much, Marco Antonio y... Marco Antonio... Ah, sabía tu apellido, pero se me perdió ahí. Por los 10 pesos mexicanos, se agradece un montón la donación. Muchas gracias. As I was saying, thanks to Marco Antonio for the 10 Mexican pesos donation. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, the 6600 XT will grab this game and make it its BX. To say it some way. Soy de Uruguay, pero anduviste cerca. Now falo português. I don't speak Portuguese, but I understand when people speak it sometimes.
Machines tore right through them.
The machines patrolling ahead.
Well, I have
We can tap them in the
focus.
focus to keep track of them.
Beautiful. Although some of the effects are pixelated, not sure why. That's kind of weird. Uh-oh, the alarm. I forget the control is dodge. That's weird. Reduce 2 atoms.
Okay.
Are you going to do Alone in the Dark? Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure if tomorrow or on Monday. We'll see. It all depends on multiple factors, such as how my energy is doing. Probably well. You know what, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be very bored. Because I already finished going to the gym, doing my exercises, doing everything. So it might be a good change of pace for me, because I'm looking for a full-time job since I lost my job. So it's good to keep the mind off the job stuff and spend it playing games with you guys. That's the best thing ever.
But as my mother, she wasn't pleased.
Is she ever pleased?
Yeah, I had to hit the gym, otherwise I'm going to die.
Me neither.
So if you guys can hit the gym, even if it's once a week, it makes a huge difference. I try to go twice a week as a minimum. This week I was doing Kung Fu actually, so I skipped the 2-day gym. But Kung Fu is very demanding on my body, so
Figure out how to make it fall into the basin.
yeah. Bicep flex. Ugh, nothing. I can just show it from this way. It's not big, but it's mine.
I can make it to that tower. I should be able to find a way across
Okay,
to the shuttle.
so for 1080p 60, in my opinion, 1080p 60 dynamic resolution with DLSS looks great. High preset with medium shadows, medium level of detail, low clouds, and you should be good to go. I'm going to increase the FOV to 14 degrees. And that's basically my settings for 1080p. Let's do 1440. So for 1440p, I'm probably going for balanced DLSS. That's usually what I do. Would buy if I could. What is CBUM? I don't know what that a CBUM is. That sounds funny. 1440p. Yeah, it should be okay. The Man with No Name. Okay, so 1440p. Actually, let me disable the upscaling for now. Let's see how it looks like with TAA. Actually, not TAA, DLAA. Oh, I'm in the wrong keyboard, my bad. 1440. Brrr. So with DL, and thanks again Electric Pichu for the 6 Israeli shekels. YouTube full-time, LOL. What about the airport job? I didn't get it, and I'm very sad about it. I didn't get the job, guys, for the air traffic controller. My dream job crushed into oblivion. Man, 1440p high with DLAA. That's the dream. I'm not sure if you guys can notice with the YouTube compression, but this looks so sharp. It's incredible. Wow. Imagine playing this at 4K with DLSS, DLAA. Dude. After playing this, I don't want to touch the PS5 version anymore. It's insane how good this looks with DLAA. I'm blown away. How did they do this? Yeah, I'm speechless. Oh, It's going to die on its own. Or maybe not. There we go. Dead. Who's making the port? Ha! Nixus. Ghost of Tsushima also Nixus. So I have high hopes for Ghost of Tsushima on PC with Nixus at the front. But man, DLAA, I wish every game had DLAA. I thank you so much, Varun. I'm going to mess it up. Krishnamurthy for the 899 Indian rupees. Thank you so much, man. He says like, huh. Thank you so much. That's awesome. It helps more than you imagine. It helps me continue to do the channel, buy the games when I don't get them from publishers, so I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much, man. Can you test 1660 Ti? Unfortunately, I don't have one, but you can expect like 10 frames less than this, I'm guessing. Too bad you don't have DLSS in that case. Because DLAA...
I can reach it if I launch myself off that grapple point.
Oh.
I didn't get up high enough.
Let's try that again.
I can reach the rail up there if I launch myself off the grapple point.
Oh, left control. Okay, there we go. 3060 Ti, it will be 10 frames ahead my 3060 that I'm going to try after this one. But yeah, it's 1440p with DLAA. Mind blown. So this will be the way I will play it if I had this card. And thank you so much, Marco Antonio, again for the 20 Mexican pesos donation. He says, I believe in DLAA supremacy. And I completely agree. So if you don't mind dropping into the 30s, play it like this at 1440p. But now let's try to get 60s somehow. I'm guessing it will be pretty simple with dynamic resolution and some setting. Okay, it did it on its own. All right. Okay, I'll bite. How? How's that even possible? What the hell? Okay. So settings 1440p, 60 FPS dynamic with DLSS, graphics basically high with medium shadows, medium level of detail, and that's about it. Yeah, the 3050 4GB should also run it, but worse than the 3050 that I'm showing you right now, because it's a mobile thing. Yeah, even looking down into the detailed parts, I can still get there. When will you test Dragon's Dogma 2? As soon as it releases. It releases in around
The storm's getting bad.
7 to 8 hours from now. So I'll be there. I'm sorry about the screen tearing. It's not you, it's me. If you want also to be closer to 60 in this thing, make sure to play on medium.
Rickety tower down.
It still looks good.
On to the next. I won't be able to make that jump. But there is a cable here.
Oopsie daisy.
Well, nowhere to go but up.
Dragon's Dogma 2 has the Nubo. Okay, don't worry, I'm going to check it out. I think the Nubo is the least of its problems, considering how it runs on the console.
Holding the shuttle.
And hang on, let me change the refresh rate because this is a screen tearing fest. Many Indians watching your stream. Yeah, I know. They are one of the best audiences when it comes to watch my stream, because I see them all the time.
The shuttle should fall.
I mean, the biggest country when it comes to population is India, so it kind of makes sense that they are here. So, thanks to everyone for joining the stream. I highly appreciate it. Allows me to continue doing my thing, which is what you're seeing right now.
Control console might be in there.
Also, mouse and keyboard on this game is fantastic. 100% would recommend.
There's those machines down
¿Lo
below.
estarán usando ya para optimizar? Pa, ni idea. Ni idea, madraco. Yo creo que es Nixes.
Now, how to get up there?
Okay, some drops below 60, but I mean it's at 3050 at 1440p targeting 6 FPS. It's already a miracle. So maybe if you want 60s at 1440p more consistently, drop it down to medium and you should be good. With high textures. Sí, obvio que voy a ir a 4K. So this would be the medium preset, would be what I do for 60s at 1440p if you care about that, with dynamic resolution at 60. And it should be there closer to that number. But not 100% of the time, unfortunately. Maybe I need to manually tweak something. Hang on. Let's see. Clouds on low. Level of detail even lower, maybe. And the shadows. And am I missing something? Oh, maybe it's because I played a lot with the settings. Medium should be okay. Anyway, yeah, medium at dynamic 60 DLSS. Yeah, sometimes I recommend you restart the game, just to be sure. But it runs great. I'm blown away. I know it runs on PS4 as well. But I mean, considering the horrible ports we've been getting lately, this is a breath of fresh air. Alright. Let's now do 4K. For that, I'm going to restart the game because I've been playing with a lot of settings. So let's just do that. We're going to do 4K now. So 4K, we're going to stay on medium because we're targeting 30 at 4K on this card. I mean, come on. Targeting 30. Exclusive full screen, yeah. And medium preset with high textures. Hopefully that's not too high. You know what, let's keep it on medium. Anisotropic filtering higher, parallax, screen space shadows, we keep them. We don't care about clouds. And depth of field can stay on medium. So medium settings, medium-ish settings. You have Yuzu? Of course. I'll never delete it. I have videos on Yuzu if you're interested. Checking Red Dead 1. Okay, let's try it like this. And let's see how it goes. F Nintendo. Fuck Nintendo. Say it correctly. Here comes Nintendo lawyers. Well, the Nintendo ninjas are at my door, clicking on the bell, so you guys also can help me click the bell. And I still haven't answered the door. They're still waiting for me outside.
Now, how to get up the tower?
Okay, we're getting 30s, but wow, it looks great. But it looks like we are hitting the absolute limit of the card right here. Let's try manually hitting performance DLSS actually. Usually performance DLSS, okay. That fixed the problem. Maybe balanced DLSS? Okay. Whoops. Okay. Balanced DLSS at 4K with medium-ish graphics. I increased some stuff like parallax occlusion maps and the reflections. Where are they? So medium textures just for VRAM constraints, but we seem to be fine. Let's put that on high, just for now. And this looks, well, this looks even sharper than 1440p somehow. Which makes sense, it's a lot more pixels.
Okay. Got this place to myself now.
Did you buy the games? The games? Yeah, I bought them. RTX 3050 4K DLSS Ultra Performance 60 FPS. I don't know. Let me move a little bit ahead in the game so I don't repeat this part over and over. And we're going to try 60s just for the memes. I need to climb this. 4K Ultra. In a moment. Allow me. I mean, as you can see, 4K 30s is doable. Referring to that sort of thing, you can do it. Let me see Ultra Performance. 50 FPS. Still looks pretty good though. What the hell? Okay, after trying that... Hang on, there we go. Let's put it on dynamic. 60, let's see if we can hit 60s at 4K. I don't think we can. Maybe on low. No, not even on low. Yeah, 4K 60 is not possible, but if you don't mind performance DLSS, so let's destroy the GPU. So performance DLSS, graphics, very high. Everything on the absolute highest. Let's destroy it. You can disable shadows? What the hell? Why would you do that? Okay, it's on the highest now. 4K Ultra, which is very high in this game. DLSS performance. Because why not? And it drops. But man, it looks good. Yeah, I can see the definition of all the stuff on screen. It's kind of insane. Yeah, it did a great job with the lighting. This one. But I don't think very high is worth it. I mean, the draw distance is awesome, but on high is more than enough already, I think. Oh, Jesus. The VRAM is starting to suffer, guys. My 8 gigabytes of VRAM! Ugh! Just in the VRAM! They got me right in the VRAM.
It might drop the access lift.
They got me right in the VRAM. Remember when 8 gigabytes of VRAM was overkill? Looking at you, RX 580 and 480. Yeah, the screen's sharing. I apologize. Let's now do something stupid. Let's now disable DLSS and embrace DLAA. So very high settings plus DLAA. So now we're native 4K. And this is how people on a 4090 play. But with the only small difference is the performance. The performance on a 4090 looks like this, but runs with a few frames. Yeah, I cannot even make that jump. But the game looks better than real life now. There we go, I made the jump. Man, this is good. Good stuff. Next gen gaming.
Okay, creeping doesn't sound good. I'm gonna have to detach those cables quick.
Which cables? So yeah, looks awesome. Let's do the next card. This one I think suffered enough, so one sec. This looks incredible. 1080p very high? Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, it should be way easier for the GPU. So if you go full on highest settings on 1080p with DLAA, you're looking still at drops below 30, but that's because there's detail into the distance. So again, your best bet is high settings, just because the draw distance is lowered, and that helps quite significantly. So yeah, let's jump into the 3060 now. Not a big FPS improvement. I mean, I don't know about that, man. 3060. Good old EVGA. 12 gigabytes of VRAM. 3050 right now, on fire. 3060 is more than 3050. Yeah, it's a meme. It's not the size that matters, it's all about how you use it. You know the drill. Sí, Saturn, sí, pero voy a hablar en inglés. Okay, guys, 3060. Alright, detected. 3060 12 gigs. And the next GPU after this one, 1050 Ti. Believe it or not. Yeah, I'm going to try it. Hi. Sorry guys, I got disconnected. Welcome back. So we're doing the highest just as a demonstration, then we go for high. So 1080p, DLAA, and let's see how it goes. We're in. We back. 8 gigabytes of RAM, maybe at the lowest settings. So let's see how the 3060 fares. It's compiling shaders right now, that's why the CPU is maxed out. Is DLAA available for GTX? Unfortunately not. Bro was like, believe it or not, we testing the 752 undead. That's hilarious. Okay, so at the absolute highest settings, including DLAA, we're into the 50s. Probably looking into the distance is worse. It's actually pretty okay. Pretty impressive, actually. I'll just do some minor tweaks, but I think the high preset would be best on this one. ¿Tiene frame generation? Sí, para Nvidia, pero lo podemos modear después. Okay, so if I look into the distance, yeah, we drop. So instead of using dynamic res, or maybe quality DLSS, really, would fix it completely. Again, I don't think very high is needed. Looks nice, don't get me wrong, but it's mostly the draw distance. Yeah, the draw distance is quite insane at this setting. So where is it? I'm sorry guys, I'm playing like a game journalist. That's not my intention. Oh, never mind, I saw it. Okay, double tap W means... Okay, double tap W means roll in this game. I wish I can turn that off actually. Yeah, I'm going to try draw distance on high. Let's optimize it ourselves. Now, FSR3 will be added in a later patch. Okay. So let's do some adjustments. Shadow quality, we can put it on high. Although, yeah, it won't make a huge difference. Level of detail, this is probably the biggest one. Let's see, 56 versus nothing. Terrain. Okay. Clouds. Nothing. Okay, it's almost the same. That's weird. Hang on. Let me double check. Maybe medium shadows. Oh, okay, that's the sweet spot. The medium shadows. I'm unsure on what high shadows does then. So the draw distance doesn't seem to matter much, actually. Unless you put it on medium. But you lose a lot of vegetation. So probably what I would recommend is to use DLSS quality and keep it on the highest. Because it still looks good with DLSS quality, in my opinion. So you don't even need to lower stuff. Let's see if that works though. Interesting. Okay, the level of detail does have a huge impact. Look at that, 67 FPS versus 60. The shadows... Yeah, the shadows from high to very high is not a huge thing, but level of detail definitely does. Let's try DLAA once more. Okay. Yeah. With DLAA, it's pretty difficult. So let's put it with DLSS quality. That should do. Just lowered the level of detail to high. So very high settings plus LOD high plus DLSS quality. High preset is PS5 performance mod, very high is the quality. Maybe, I don't know. Okay. That seems to have done it. I'm impressed on how dense the environments always are in this game. Oh, stop rolling with the directional keys! Hang on. Let me see if I can turn that off. Toggle sprint, toggle concentration, yeah. Double tap to dodge. No! There we go. Jesus Christ. Okay, double tap to dodge is disabled, thank God. That was the vein of my existence.
Okay, that creaking doesn't sound good. I have to detach those cables quick.
Here we go.
This should be the right spot.
Double tap dodge is the most stupid thing on PC ever, I agree. It should be off by default.
Should break if I shoot it. One down. I just need to climb higher and detach the second set of cables. Scaling an ancient, rickety tower with killer machines waiting down below.
1440p DLSS quality best setting? Probably.
No turning back now.
High settings, I agree. No, the game runs way better than I anticipated, actually. Has some moments where the performance is kind of weird, but otherwise it's been fun.
Almost there. There's the other connector.
Alright.
Thing down to get to the data center. I should scan for weak spots.
Oh yeah.
Okay, where's that weak spot? Ugh. Check for that acid.
Oh. Come on. All the way down there. There you go. Here it drops into the 50s actually. Maybe dynamic resolution is a good idea actually. Or let's try high settings instead. So very high, high. Okay, guys, keep it on high. Don't bother with very high. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, very high seems to be a waste. Definitely. Dynamic res plus DLAA. I can do that? Sounds odd, but sure, why not? So it doesn't drop below 60. Yeah, let's keep it like that. So high settings, and that should do. That should do the trick. Sí, se ve mucho mejor que el primero por lejos. Well, people asking, yeah, it looks significantly better than Zero Dawn. What I can see though is that the dynamic resolution is a good idea for this game, just because it has a very variable GPU load. Because at 1 second you're looking at a lot of foliage, yeah, but then you get a lot of effects here, and it basically kills the GPU for a moment.
Damn it, it broke free! Gotta take this thing down fast.
So when effects are close to the camera, you're going to drop.
Or my focus might find something I can use around here.
DLSS needed for 1080p high. Well, yeah, but remember that we are very close to the target. And it's not really a big deal, I would say. Image quality, completely fine. And I would say they recommend using dynamic resolution. I kinda get why now. No ammo. Oops. Can you die, please? Oh. For these 2 atoms.
It's dead. Finally.
Okay. Good stuff.
The data center should be straight ahead.
Oh, I had this gun, really? Oh man, I'm an idiot. I mean, with DLAA, we're still at 60, as you can see. Some drops into the 50s. So why not just use quality DLSS and be done with it? Does Eloy have a hairy face? Good question. Let me check. Now that you're asking, might as well. That's out of focus. Hang on. Focal length. No, I don't see any. Yeah, there's a few. Just a few. I could barely see them, actually. That was pretty funny. I think it's time for 1440p. Okay, for 1440p, we're sticking to high. And we're sticking to balanced DLSS. Let's see how it fares. So we stay on high. Let's lower the FOV a little. That's maybe messing with the performance. Okay. High settings, DLSS balanced, 1440p. Looking good. Yeah, even with DLSS on a lower resolution, the game still looks pretty sharp. I don't know how they did that, considering all the foliage that there is. The dev said it will be CPU demanding. What are you talking about? Dragon's Dogma or this game? I don't know where it is.
Once I get the backup, I can reboot Gaia.
But I agree with the point that they said on Digital Foundry to use dynamic resolution, because there are points where the GPU usage increases quite a bit. So with the dynamic resolution, it would stay at 60 basically all the time, no matter what. Because it runs well, but there are certain points when it, boom, skyrockets the GPU usage. Todo bien, Nico SL, tanto tiempo. ¿Vos cómo andás? ¿Seguís streameando? So put it on dynamic, like this. And that should do. And it still looks good. Although the frame time is not looking good. Maybe I need to restart the game. I changed a lot of settings very quickly. Yeah, it was a bad idea. So let me restart the game super quick, because I think I messed with it too much. Ah, bueno, bien, Nico. ¿Qué estudias? Que nunca te pregunté, pero no sobre este tipo. So, guys, I would say use this setting. At 1440p, maybe you want to lower the level of detail to medium. And if you don't mind about the shadows on medium as well, if you don't want to use any upscaling, if you don't want to use any dynamic resolution, if you don't want to use dynamic resolution, do this at 1440p. But if you don't care about dynamic resolution, like me, 60 DLSS, high preset, blah, 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 and you should be good to go. Just make sure if you play a lot with the settings, restart the game, because sometimes the upscaler kind of breaks. It has some diarrhea over there with the frames. What about 4060 Ti? The 4060 Ti is faster, so I would say maybe 20 frames ahead. Maybe. I'm just guessing. Someone is going to try to complete this game on their GT 1030. Does it even launch on a 1030? That's a good question. Yeah, this includes the DLC, the Burning Shores DLC. Let's go outside. Here we dropped into the 50s the first time. Come on. Yeah, for some reason here it cannot push the pixels even lower. Let me see if manually using DLSS fixes that issue, because maybe it's not dropping the resolution low enough. No, actually it's doing its job. Okay. So what I'm going to do is lower a couple things, shadows to medium, and what's next? Level of detail to medium. And that should do. That should fix it. So disregard what I said before. High settings, medium shadows, and LUTs. DLSS balance. Yeah, the shadows are way too much on this one, I'd say. I think it also affects the amount of objects that receive shadows. Okay, that's way better. And the shadows still look pretty good, so whatever. It's a sacrifice we're willing to make for 1440p 60.
I'm close. I have to be. Please be here.
Witcher 3 was 30? What do you mean? PlayStation 5? 4090 1080p, a million FPS. Okay, it's compiling some shaders. Okay.
Is
A city.
that a statue of me? That's new.
She has a statue now. Oh god. That's embarrassing.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Could something was transmitted from the top of the spire? I guess I have to find a way up there.
So yeah, you can do 1440p just fine. At 60, if you don't care about performance, put it on high, use DLAA, and you'll be right at home. Let's do 4K now. At 4K, I'm not expecting 60s, but with some magical tricks, we might be able to get there. Who knows? If we cannot get 60s with 4K, we're just going to try and get the best visuals possible. Okay, let's try low reflections, low shadows, low LODs. Yeah, let's try medium instead. Okay. Yeah, I'm not turning off SSAO. Screw that. Okay. Performance DLSS, 4K, medium settings. Okay. It's probably going to get harder to run when I get to fighting like at the beginning of the game, but still.
Maybe I can jump to the
I'm sorry about the screen tearing. Capture card things. It's close enough.
Should be able to jump back and reach those ropes behind me.
So if you don't mind lowered settings, it should be good. Looks pretty sharp. Despite being 1080p internally. 4th Gen i5, I do not know. I mean, that's 4 cores, 4 threads. I don't know if this game is ready for that.
How to cross over to the speeder. Should be able to get up there.
GTA 6 released. Oh, a leak. Yeah, there's leaks about everything nowadays, huh? I'm a bit tired. I wish we had more surprises than leaks.
It looks like he tricked me. It transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades?
I'm waiting for the cracked version. Well, yeah, you can try it out cracked, then download buy the real game.
Hopefully the transmission node at the top will tell me.
But that's pretty good. I mean, if you enjoy the game, that's what I usually do.
Climbing this way.
I try them, then I buy them. Maybe the other way. There you go.
Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside?
FSR? Why would I use FSR? I have DLSS.
Know what I found.
All games are made on PC, but get late launches. Shaking my head.
The master override to my new spear.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's always been like that. As long as it's a good PC version, I'm all for it.
There, a workbench.
A workbench. Build a crafting table.
Okay, master override installed.
Okay, I need a ride.
Plus, something new to store up and...
Dynamic resolution? Alright. Why not?
Resonator. Should help in a fight.
Talk to your friends. Optional. Just like in real life.
Eyes up here, brother!
Alright. Time to go. Okay, it compiles the shaders before it loads new stuff. Interesting. So it's like a micro loading screen. Oh, and now we get the title card. That's hilarious. Yeah, the tearing is because I'm using a capture card.
Smoke's probably coming from something the machines wrecked. As for the quiet, well, there's a work stoppage in effect because of all the fuss.
What sort of machines are causing the trouble?
Nasty.
Okay, here I cannot move. I'm tied to this elevator.
Strangeness is, they're not native to the Dodge. Just showed up all of a sudden.
No hunters to kill them?
Well, we've got hunters, just none that want to cross Ulvund. boss of chain scraping. He is self-appointed. Work stoppage was his idea.
Yeah, well, I'm just passing through. Got an embassy to attend.
No, no he visto nada de eso, Nico, todavía, pero se ve muy bueno.
What are you talking about?
So far so good with the performance, so far so good. Although dynamic resolution seems to be a good idea.
Who is that?
Unless your GPU has tons of horsepower to spare.
About an hour before the machine trouble started.
So yeah.
He's a very important man, or so he says.
Yeah, that guy was annoying, that's why I kicked it out.
Supposed to run it.
1050 Ti will crush this game with FSR 3 frame generation mod. Oh my god. Alright.
Find errand. But it might
So
be
you
good
kinda
to
get
check
50 to
something
60 with medium 4K dynamic resolution 60, but I want to try a quality setting. So let's try DLAA. That looks incredible and everything. Well, that's a little bit too much actually. DLAA for this card, maybe a bit much. Oh, it looks incredible though. So let's go for very high. And let's use DLSS quality. This will be like 1440p internally. All right. So now we're doing a 30 FPS target. So let's do high settings, DLSS quality. Oh, I put it on very high. Let me check if the options are correct. There we go. So if we want the quality setting, it will be 4K high DLSS quality, which internally is 1440p, but it looks way better than 1440p. So yeah, looks pretty good. Really? Can't I just hunt in peace? So yeah, pretty good. Impressive stuff. Although the frame times are inconsistent, maybe because I played a lot with the settings, but that's what I would do if I wanted 30 FPS for some reason. But I would say the best bet for this card is 1440p, balanced DLSS or dynamic resolution targeting 60, with high settings, maybe shadows on medium and level of detail on medium, like this. So you get an improvement in performance. And that should do. Yeah, 1080p plus DLAA is also a great option. So now that we're here, let's do the 1050 Ti to finish this live stream and jump into the Steam Deck, which is going to be interesting. So one sec, be right back. Be right back. There it goes. Will the 1050 run this game? We shall see. It's a 1050 Ti, not the 1050. Keep that in mind. We're back in. Okay. MSI Afterburner, latest driver, 1050 Ti. I'm going to go directly 720p. I mean, let's be honest here. And I'm going for... Let's be optimistic for a minute and keep it on medium. Yeah, I know. I'm imagining things. Dynamic resolution, sure, why not? FSR2 on performance. And let's see what happens if I keep it like this. So medium settings, everything on medium, 720p, performance FSR2. So low expectations. First of all, the game launches. That's a good sign. Anisotropic filtering will be okay. Don't worry. It's not the anisotropic filtering that I'm afraid of. Okay, so now we're compiling the shaders. The driver reinstalls itself. If I do it a couple, like 4 times, 5 times, it's fine. The thing is, when you get into the tens of times with multiple drivers, well, that's not the case here. Here, I did a clean install with DDU at the beginning, started with the first GPU, and then I cycled between the others. So after the live stream ends, I do another cleanup, and that will be how it goes. Did he make Dragon's Dogma test? I'll be doing that right after this one, when it releases. The 100% CPU is because, again, compiling shaders for the first time. So let's see what happens. Keep an extinguisher near you. Oh man. Let's see what we signed up for. Okay, Marcelo, que disfrutes. Hey, Dark Attack. That's a classic. Yeah, I'll be there for Dragon's Dogma too, don't worry. Okay. It's running better than I anticipated. Let's increase the resolution. Let's do quality. Okay. Maybe native 720 is actually possible. Would you look at that? Ha! Although it's probably going to drop, so I would use dynamic resolution, but native 720... Ooh, started to drop. Oh gee. Yeah, dynamic resolution. I was maybe asking for too much. What else is on low? This doesn't matter. Okay. That's flash when I increase the shadows. What the hell? Okay, so dynamic resolution with FSR2. At 720p, medium settings-ish. So yeah, it drops frames, obviously. It looks very pixelated, but it's 30 FPS. And it's medium settings. Oof. It actually works, yeah. Mind blown. Good job, Nixus. So the minimum settings were wrong. Think about it like this. The game in the requirement says you need a 1650 4 gigabytes for low settings 720p at 30 FPS. As you could see, that was BS, because I have a 1050 Ti and it does exactly that. So good on them. They actually did it somehow. Yeah, I'm using FSR with dynamic resolution, so it's dropping below 720p. But when they talk about the requirements, they usually mean with the dynamic resolution on, for what I've seen so far. Which was weird to see. .900p FSR quality. I mean, I can do 900p and dynamic resolution. That makes more sense. Instead of having a fixed resolution, because this game varies quite a bit when it comes to GPU load. Okay, so same thing, but 900p. 900p medium, FSR 2.2, targeting 30. There we go. FSR 2 dynamic, 900p, graphics basically medium. The medium preset, I mean. Let's see. Okay, image quality is way better, although it feels a little bit more unstable.
It's a dead machine. It must be
Yeah.
bristleback.
I think 900p as a base resolution is a little bit too
I could
much.
get my bow upgraded in there. I'll be able to tinker with
Use
my other
both
gears.
DRS and FSR. You use FSR as the upscaling technique for the dynamic resolution. They're not separate things. I'm not hitting anything from here. Yeah, I'm not convinced, guys. I'm not convinced with 900p. I mean, if you play on low, maybe. Sure, why not? You lose a lot of quality of the game. I mean, it still looks great, don't get me wrong.
Bristlebacks must have cracked
And you can get a higher
acid.
resolution.
Did the
If
bristlebacks
that's what you want, you can do it.
cooked it?
I mean, that way it does work well. So do either 720p medium with dynamic resolution or 900p low with dynamic resolution. 1080p low native, no, screw that. I'm sorry, it's no longer a 1080p card. At least not for a game like this. Oh, I forgot to heal. 4K DLAA should be a piece of cake for the 1050 Ti. Too bad DLAA doesn't work on this card. Alright. Okay. I think I've seen enough. It's actually pretty impressive. I was expecting way worse than this. I'm blown away, really. So what I'm going to do now is test this same thing, but on the Steam Deck, believe it or not. So in around, what, 15 minutes, maybe? Yeah, something like that. Let's put it at, yeah, 05. In around, yeah, 15 minutes, I'll be live with the Steam Deck. I'm going to redirect you so you don't have to do anything. But considering how it runs on this card, I'm pretty sure the Steam Deck can do it. There'll be performance patches, yeah, we'll see about that. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did taking a look at Horizon Forbidden West on PC. I'm pretty impressed with the port. I thought it was going to run way worse than this. And the dynamic resolution system is pretty impressive. It works pretty well. Just make sure when you play with the settings, restart the game when you play a lot with the settings, because the game can break sometimes. Other than that, it's alright. So, yeah, let's jump into the Steam Deck. I'll see you in around 15 minutes. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Thank you.